Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get into this because I was just thinking about so many people are out there that are naive, they have no knowledge, they're not even interested in doing their own research and stuff like this, so I just hope that people listen to these videos and they get informed, they get more knowledge because knowledge is power. So I want to get into this. We are living in a surveillance society, and it's just going to get worse as time progresses. Because this is part of the power elite's plan, is to change this to transform this whole entire world into a surveillance grid. Now, for them to have total surveillance upon each and every citizen of the globe, they need to come after us, and that's what they're going to do with time, which means they're going to want our biometrics, because they're actually talking about it, that biometrics is the next generation. For those of you that know my videos, this is what I've been warning, because I want people to get it. I want them to understand that this is not a joke. This is for real. This is reality. This is what's going on. They want absolute control over every citizen of the globe. For the government to have total control over its citizens, of the people of the world, they have to have them monitored. They have to have them tracked and linked and you name it. Now, biometrics is not a good thing. Now, I want to get into what biometrics is again. They do 3 measurements of your body. Biometrics means body measurements. They're going to take your hand. They're going to put your hand on a hand imagery. There's an imagery of your hand. So now your hand is digital. And the next step will be you're going to put these things on your eyes. It takes a picture of your eyeballs, so you can do an iris scan. And then they take a picture of your face, facial recognition. So now they have you in the system. And then they're going to make a plastic card with your face on it that will be linked in with a fingerprint or an iris scan, because they're bringing in hand scanning machines into the stores. This is not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is for real. I know many of you may think that I'm way off. I'm so in the deep end right now. But time is going to show that I told you guys the truth. Okay? So I've been studying the global elite criminal activities for 2 years already. And they are accelerating their plans so rapidly. This is what their plan is, to bring this whole world into biometrics. So they're bringing in hand scanning machines, you name it. Very soon your finger will be your new social security number. Your DNA will be your new data. Like I can go on, they said your face will be your new national ID card. But it's more than a national ID card. That can turn into a national identifier. They can identify you because there's RFID chip technology in it, radio frequency. And they actually got caught in the past sharing biometric information commercially. They analyze it, they're sharing it, they want to study us, you name it. They want to treat us like criminals, and this is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Biometrics is not a good thing. Do your research on it. They're talking about bringing this into grocery stores, everything. Cash has to go, they said. Cash has to go, because it's hindering them from having total control over everybody. So this is what they're bringing in, is a cashless society where everybody will be under their control. Now I want to get into this, because if you study secular history, you'll see that this is exactly what they had their criminals or slaves. They had them under biometrics. Like the IBM computer is not its creation by Nazis, and I can go on. So this is what I want to say. Once they have your data, they have absolute control over everybody. Once they have your biometrics. So this must be resisted when this comes to you, because it's not if, because it is coming, ladies and gentlemen. The global elite plan is to have every citizen of the globe with their own unique national biometric ID card for everybody. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, these are the dangers. Once they have that, they can dictate how you can live. Like, say if they don't like your faith, like you're a Christian or whatever, you're in church, so that means there's not going to be any more money at all. Okay, they're getting rid of cash totally. Because they say everything is done electronically now. We have to go to a new system. and it'll be more sustainable for the economy and so on. It'll be more better. So everything's going to be digitalized. Digital currency, digital cards, you name it. So suppose you're in church, okay? You want to sponsor a missionary or evangelist for the work of the Lord or whatever. So you're going to have to do a digital thumb scan or a digital finger scan or whatever, an iris scan. You're going to have these things implanted in the churches as well. Because this is going to be the law of the land. The law of the world, put it that way. The law of the whole world. So that you give them your national ID card, you swipe it, and then you do a scan. Everything electronically is connected to their database. They know everything about you, what you've done. They know what money you gave to this missionary. Say they say, oh, we don't like that. This person's a crazy. Because they think we're crazy. They think we're terrorists, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just saying, if they see you sponsored a missionary or whatever, they can say that's not necessary. Don't do that again, or else you'll have to pay a price. Because all they have to do is shut off. Boom, one button, they freeze your account, and you're screwed. So many people don't even realize what is at stake. The world is in jeopardy, okay? The mega bankers are taking control. They're ushering in their new world order, and this is all part of their surveillance grid. To have absolute control over everybody. You have Canada, US, and Mexico emerging into one super country. We're going to share the same currency, just like Europe, like the European Union. Everybody has dismantled their currency if they have joined the European Union, and that's what they're trying to do with Canada, US, and Mexico right now. It's my Prime Minister Stephen Harper. He signed an agreement to it with President Obama, with the three countries that he wasn't president yet, but back in 2005, they signed an agreement with the three countries, Canada, US, and Mexico. It was originally supposed to be just Canada and US, but Mexico has come on board now. So they said, we're going to emerge into the North American Union. They're trying to say it's for trade agreements, but it's not. It's about the total destruction of sovereign countries. The total destruction of Canada's sovereignty, the U.S. sovereignty, and Mexico's sovereignty. Total destruction. We're going to have to share the same currency. But it's not going to stop there. That's why they're doing it by stealth. They're uniting each country bit by bit so they can get their one world government running. This is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. And even Henry Kissinger said the creation of a North American Union is an amazing step towards a new world order. Even David Rockefeller said the same thing, but he said it in a different way. It's an amazing for one world, for the Western atmosphere. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they're doing. So, that's and plus they have a plan by 2018. I don't know how accurate this is, but they're saying by 2018, this whole world will be under a global currency, a one world currency. And they said they're going to name their new currency the Phoenix. You know, on the back of the dollar bill with the all-seeing eye, that bird, that is not a bald eagle. That is a phoenix. They want to name their currency after the bird that is on the U.S. dollar bill. And they said that's their plan by 2018. So they're bringing a global currency. All the other currencies have to fail. And that's what they're doing. Step by step. They have to weaken each currency. And that's what they're going to do by their controlled militia collapse of countries, of nations, of states. So nation-states must come to an end. Nations that think they can stand alone is a lie. The nation-state is dead. No more nations. What's going to replace nations is going to be an all-powerful world government that will be run by a single dictator, a single leader, under a single currency. Now, I want to read this to you guys because I just wanted to share the dangers of biometrics. This was created by the eugenics. This is what they had their slaves on, and they're treating us like criminals. We have to carry a card. I'm not taking nothing if this comes before the rapture takes place. So I just want you guys to know that this is bad news. They're bringing in biometrics worldwide. This is a global effort because right now there's a push on the globe for every nation to have its citizens numbered with national ID cards that's linked in with your biometrics, which is your fingerprint, face, your eyes, and everything. Now, I want to read this to you guys right here. Listen to this. This is nothing new, because they're going to try to say this is a new technology that they've created, but it's a bunch of bull. Okay? This is a bunch of bull. They've been at this since day one to track and to enslave humanity. That's what the bank cartels are doing. They want to enslave humanity. They want to control the world. It's not about us anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about us anymore. It's about them. They're creating the world that they want. They're transforming this world exactly as they visualize it in their mind. It's about them. It's not about us anymore. It has nothing to do with the approval of the people or nobody. It's about these globalists, these control freaks, these Illuminati war criminals. This is a Luciferian agenda that is being followed to bring this whole world into a one-world government with a one-world religion, one-world currency, one-world flag, one-world constitution, you name it. Everything's going to be one. So I want to read this to you guys right here. Where was it? Okay, yeah, listen to this. Everything is marked, by the way. Our mail is marked. Our books are marked. Every single thing is marked. Now they're going to start marking us. They're not marking me. I'll die before anything. I'm letting you guys know right now. This is not a joke. This is for real. People need to wake up and do their research and get informed and get educated and see what's going on here. This is Satan taking over. This is the Antichrist system that is being set up, and so on. Many people try to say I'm a fearmonger, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Go right ahead. Don't believe me. Like I always said, don't believe me. Do your own research. But when the nail hits you on the head, you're going to be crying when this comes down the line, because this is what's coming down the line, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the road to world government, and we are so close to a cashless society, it is just around the corner. Now, I just want to read this to you guys right here. Publish 2 began in 1973 with an effort to identify each person with a number. With a number. Isn't that significant? With a number. The social security numbers, when balanced with the universal numbering system, will be covered to, bearing this number, will be marked on a card, a worldwide money ID card. According to Bible prophecy, it will be stamped upon the person. It identifies as the mark of the identity. On a item is a barcode, so the mark of identification on a card, and later on a person, you're hearing that correctly, on a person, will be a barcode. The government, banks, and card companies are contributing to this pause. Published is referred to identifying everything in the world, rather mobile, or, and it goes on. You see, they're going to identify people with a national ID card. That's going to be the mark. There's a special number that is going to be in the mark, ladies and gentlemen. This national ID card is going to carry it's going to be a single card. The dismiss of cards are leaving. All the cards are getting out, and they're just going to create a single card, one world card for everybody to have. And on that card is going to be your social security number, your medical information, all your private stuff's on there. And the governments, they just have to type in, because there's going to be a special number on the national ID card. They can check whatever they want on you. And yet, in the past, their computers got hacked into. And they actually said the reason for installing this worldwide biometric system is to control its people. For tracking, tracing, linking, surveillance its own people. These people are sick. They're sick in the head. But this is what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached a global age, and they're ushering in their one world government, new world order. We are on the road to tyranny. Whether you guys want to hear this or not, the world is not going to get better until the second coming of Jesus Christ, when he comes and he puts an end to this new world order. This is how powerful it's going to be. No one's going to be able to stop it. It's prophecy. It's going to be fulfilled with 100% accuracy. God predicted this with complete accuracy over 2,000 years ago, and it's happening. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up, do your research. This is what's happening. So we must resist this. We are the resistors. You must resist this national ID card, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's happening. People need to do their research and see what's going on. The governments are not working the way that you think they are. They are working to enslave you. We have reached the age of technology that there's no point of return. They are enslaving us. But for us that are in Christ, let's just be ready and let's take a stand And whatever happens, stand up against the New World Order and do not take this national ID card. I repeat, do not take it. And may God bless you all. And share these videos with everybody as you can. And God bless.